ladies and gentlemen, for the 763rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Mike.
Yeah.
As well as me. My name is Mason. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Now, I know you've played this before.
I have, I'm sure.
I guarantee it because I've heard it before.
Oh, yeah?
But it's fucking with me because I want to say it's like some Braveheart shit in the sunset.
It is, sort of, but it is an Oliver Stone movie, so it is not some Braveheart shit, because Oliver Stone doesn't get down like Braveheart style.
When it comes to directors, I'm not good with their work. Like, what they've done.
Oliver Stone did Natural Born Killers. He did Wall Street. He did
he do
JFK.
This seems a little bit softer right here. It's like,
well, right here. I mean, this isn't a long ass movie.
This is like a soft part, like the end where the end credits should be rolling and the guy is walking off.
What you need to think about is, what is today?
What the fuck is today? Today's shit.
So
is it Independence Day?
No, but you're on the right track.
It's gotta do something with the fireworks and shit. I don't know any other fucking shit besides Independence Day. I mean, it might be some Armageddon shit. You know what I mean?
No, not Armageddon. Like, literally, the holiday is in the name. I can't get any more specific of a hint.
But I just said Independence Day. What else is the 4th of July?
You're missing, like, 3 words. There's 3 words on this that are...
Celebrate the 4th of July.
No, sir. No, sir. And think of it like as it could be a bad thing, but the movie is called Born on the 4th of July.
Oh yeah, see, I had never seen this joint before.
Oliver Stone featuring Tom Cruise. It was supposed to be, I'm sure, a way bigger of a movie than it was, but it's good, but it's like fucked up.
Got you. Before we dive into the show today, there's a couple shout outs I gotta give to people, man, because without these individuals, what has happened this weekend could not have happened. I need to shout out.
I was going to change the music, but now I'm not.
I got to give a shout out to Cousin Jess. I appreciate all you've done, Cousin Jess. Cousin Erica for holding it down. I appreciate you, girl. 2, Spell It Out, Fauquier County. James Eckel. If you need a yard sign, holla at that man. He's
Say it again, Mike.
James Eckel at Spell It Out, Fauquier. Look him up if you need a yard car for graduations, birthdays, weddings, and all that shit, man.
Can we get one that says the Mason and Friends Show on it?
Yeah,
with a QR code on it.
We can probably do that, man. We probably have to give him the QR code to print out.
I mean, we can do that, you know.
You know that I'm assuming it could be possible. I just got to holler at him. He was hyped, man. Also, to Catered by Sierra, I appreciate you for all that you did with the cake and the cake pops. You know,
cake pops.
Shout out to Mama Linda for having Das Verboten. Because, ladies and gentlemen,
sorry about that.
As of yesterday, I am officially engaged to Das Verboten, my baby. Love you, girl. You are now my fiance.
Das Verboten, entering into it.
Future Statham right there.
That's what's up, Mr. Statham.
Yeah.
I don't know when these nuptials will occur, but I assume I will be there.
Yep, almost forgot. One of the Miss Ty. Shout out to Miss Ty, Face Mob, Kid, and Squeezums. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you all for all the help you did and everything to make everything how it was supposed to be yesterday. Love you all.
That's a beautiful, beautiful thing, Mike. I'm very happy for you. You know,
man, I appreciate it.
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum these days,
but it's still good because you got your good thing out there. I saw that bad boy out there today, man. That motherfucker fly.
Oh my God, dude, you ain't lying, man. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I caught myself a T56 V8 2000 vet. Ironically, the year I graduated high school. That's the dopest vet you could buy that year. And it is now mine all of 23 years after I graduated high school.
That motherfucker is like cream white. You should call it sperm.
Sploosh.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. We'll see.
That would be tight. Call it sploosh.
Sploosh.
Get a what?
I've got a different name for it, but I'm gonna wait till I lock it in on the license plate.
There you go.
Before I do that,
you don't want nobody steal that joke right now.
Yes, it's not sploosh. I don't want to do anything too much, but pardon the way I sound, ladies and gentlemen. This episode, I'm using my Chinese knockoff Neumann mics that are better than my.
Happening right now. We're in the mobile studio.
We're in the mobile studio, Foshizi.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably try the other mic for the next episode. We'll see how things do. We think this one sounds a little better, but it seems to overmodulate itself on occasion if I get a little too on it. But I mean, it definitely sounds better than my Sennheiser that I've had that I spent money on. That's a legit Sennheiser and not some knockoff.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so we're in the basement here. You can hear water rushing by. Somebody just took a shit.
It's ambiance. It's like a Brooklyn, bubbling brook.
Yeah, it's a bubbling brook in Brooklyn.
But, yeah, man, you know what? There's been a lot of shit going on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we weren't able to bless you with nothing last week, you know.
Yeah, of course, the unit takes vacation during, one of the most eventful times.
I got sick, you know.
Mike was sick last week. Yeah. And we got to let everybody know, fortunately, the G unit was not on the sub.
He was not there.
He's not that white.
Worry about that, you know.
That white. He didn't go on that shit.
You know what? That's the thing. He would never have been in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me and my sister, we were talking about that shit, man, when that shit was going down. She goes, hey, you know the motherfuckers dead, right? I said, yeah, they died the first motherfucking day.
Oh, yeah. And the Navy heard it, and I won't even want to get into all the shit that was being covered.
Oh, bro, there was so much shit happening. It's ridiculous.
It's nauseating, my man.
People were talking about, we're praying for the people that they got air.
America.
They were already gone.
Yeah, we've got a lot of hope. We're hoping that they're going to be recovered. They ain't getting recovered.
That was the thing that got me like, all right, in all honesty, I mean, really, really think about this. There are subs that couldn't go down there, are naval subs.
Oh, yeah, the Navy can't go get them.
So why do you think that this homemade rickety sub could have made it?
Well, it did. It made it like 9 times or 10 times. Here's the issue. Here's what my issue is with it. Like, it's made out of composite material, right?
Yeah.
So as a composite material goes, the more times you use it, the more stress it incurs.
Exactly.
Though essentially, you're breaking it.
Yeah.
It's every use you're breaking. It's like you can't reuse a condom. That's the kind of ship that you could build once, go down there, come back up, melt it down, rebuild a new one, and then take that down again. Because it clearly can do about 8 or 9 missions before it should be melted down and rebuilt. But that clearly isn't going to net them enough money.
No.
And they would be pushing it to the limit like they were doing. And I saw an interview with James Cameron, and he was like, man, I should have told him that shit was going to kill him, because I told some other motherfucker that shit was going to kill him.
And honestly, I don't think you could tell a motherfucker, hey, you know your sub is going to kill somebody, and they would have been like, okay, you're right. Nah, they wouldn't have, because it's about money.
Well, it's all about these rich fuckers.
That's it.
And they take themselves out of the game because they're so interested.
Then here's the other part to it, because me and my sister, we just started going in on shit. Because I'm like, think about this for a second. Say one of them had beef with the wife. They were just, bickering back and forth. It was a constant battle at home. It wasn't good. This bitch sees that her husband's gone. You know what? I know I'm in the motherfucker. He never had time to change shit. I just became an instant billionaire. People were giving that boy slap. That young boy.
That young billionaire? Yeah, young billionaire. They're like, he's hollering at OnlyFans girls. I'm like, I would be too.
He's a stepson, okay?
Oh, then he ain't a billionaire. But
that's what I'm saying.
He might catch some scratch.
They're talking about he should have been the more and more. Fuck you, that motherfucker could have been an asshole to that boy. He could have been a straight dick. Let that man enjoy his life. That shit irked my nerve. Like, how the fuck y'all gonna tell somebody funny how they should be mourning and doing
100% like, how are you gonna tell people that, like,
you should be this way?
Maybe think about this is what I was thinking that was really funny. Like, if the father was like, hey boy, you want to go see the Titanic? He was like, hell no dude, I got Blink tickets, I got Blink 182 tickets. And he's like, hey, look at boy, we're gonna go see the Titanic, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, we're gonna bond. And he's like, nah, that's no good, I'm not going. But then you got your Pakistani dude that's gonna take his wife, right? But then the wife is like, the son wants to go and do the Rubik's Cube at the bottom of the ocean so he can set some Guinness World Record that can never be broken, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, fuck it, go ahead with yourself. So she lets that happen. Now that boy goes down there to bond with his father, and they ended up bonding molecularly.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like, quite literally. But there was 3 other motherfuckers in there too. That's what the real problem of it all is.
See, here's the other part. Like, the boy, the stepfather, that was on a Father's Day weekend. You know what I mean? He was probably like, yo, you want to roll me? And I guarantee, matter of fact, I guarantee he didn't even ask that little motherfucker. Here, you want Blink 182 tickets? I bought you these. Here, you go do that. I'm going to go see the Titanic.
Oh, you think I was like that?
Yeah. Here you go. You want to go see these motherfuckers instead of go to the bottom of the ocean? Well, here you go. Fuck you then. You don't want to see, you missing out on the opportunity. I'm getting ready to go somewhere you ain't never going to see, little motherfucker. I guarantee you had Blink 182 pumping. Whatever Blink 182 did, he's out there grooving to it. You know what I mean? Fist pumping like a motherfucker. That motherfucker gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Mama gonna get some of that money.
Exactly. That's the thing. All right, cool. I'm a step kid, but I know Mama just became rich.
That's right.
Mama good. Mama's been taking care of me since she got with your stupid ass. I don't even like you, motherfucker. My mama's the one. You fucking my mama. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy, motherfucker.
Calm down, Jody.
Yeah.
Sounding like baby boy up in this motherfucker.
That's
oh my god. That shit is so stupid.
That's what it was.
It's like, you up in here trying to fuck my mama.
Yeah.
Go on and go down to the bottom of the ocean. Leave me and my mama up here. Take the weekend.
Guarantee he looked at, you want some eggs now, motherfucker?
I bet you do want some eggs with your imploded ass.
Yeah.
That shit was so whack, man. I wish we could have been on the air every day while that bullshit was going on.
Oh my goodness. We would have...
It would have been amazing.
The memes wouldn't even have touched us with shit, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Things were out of control all week.
And then you had motherfuckers talking about the people making the memes like, oh, y'all are so mean.
I mean, like, what the fuck
honestly,
do you expect?
This is natural selection.
Like, literally, it's rich people natural selection.
Yes.
And it's literally 111 years from the time that the people went on the boat that they said couldn't be sunk.
Yep.
And because it had some sort of newfangled tech.
But even that shit, you heard the conspiracy theories behind the fucking Titanic.
It's funny now that this shit happened, you get to hear all these old school conspiracy theories, and some of them actually make some sense.
But see, the one about the fucking people that wanted to have the
Federal Reserve. Yeah, the people that were against starting the Federal Reserve.
Any of this shit happened.
Well, because they said that J.P. Morgan had money in the fucking whole system, and that he was gonna go on the ship,
and said, "No."
And he convinced everybody to go, and then he was like, "Nah, you know what? I'm gonna buy these tapestries or whatever here back up in France and shit this weekend. Y'all go on and take the ship. I'll catch the next one.
Y'all straight.
I'm gonna catch the next one."
Okay, JP, we'll holler at you.
They're like, "Yeah, that's what's up, JP," and he's like, "All right, yeah, sure you will."
Yeah, I know what's up. Shit, fuck y'all bitches. I'm about to capitalize on the world.
I mean, it was literally like the next year when they started the Federal Reserve.
Yep.
And now the dollar's down like 99%. I mean, you know, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. But like, there was, when I went to this one job, right? I go there, and there's a Muslim brother in this motherfucker, man. We talking about it. He's like, yo, hey, what do you think about this? I said, man, it's natural selection. That's all this shit is. It's natural fucking selection. He goes, but what makes a motherfucker want to decide that? I said, the money. They're bored. They ain't got shit else to fucking do.
Right.
I got money to spend. Let's go do this and say I've done this shit.
What can I conquer?
I'm braggadocious about what the fuck I did.
Why did the man cross the mountain?
Exactly.
So because it was there.
And he goes,
if you got the time, you're going to do it.
Man, but 2 of the motherfuckers were from my country. He goes, there's a saying in the Quran that says, don't disturb the graves. And that's where they went. I said, yeah, basically Titanic is a sunken graveyard.
Absolutely.
And most of a lot of shit in the ocean is a sunken graveyard. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
There's so much shit that was swallowed up.
Anywhere from like 3 to like 300 motherfuckers or 3,000 motherfuckers could have been any kind of boat at any time in history that went down.
Even more than that. Like, I mean, you got to think how many bodies the oceans have taken.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're
because
going
people
across.
just toss them in out at
Not
sea.
only that,
you get
like-
that burial at sea.
Like fucking the lands
Motherfucking
that were
bodies just
swallowed
laying
up.
all
You know
over
what
the
I mean?
place, yeah.
Fucking continents, parts of continents and islands getting swallowed up. Like they're finding shit underwater now that they're like, wait a minute,
This
we
is
didn't
a
know this
road.
was this. Yeah,
they're finding all kinds
There's
of stuff.
caves in the fucking Grand Canyon after the fucking water done fucking dissipated away. You got caves that were, oh man, this is like Egyptian shit written on these walls here. You know what the fuck is going on? I'm looking at an article that I just happened to find that says massive ocean discovered beneath the Earth's crust containing more water than on the surface.
Word up.
No
Is
shit.
that fresh? Can we drink that shit?
I don't know. This is
Can we desalinate it if it's
this article just came out today at 4:05 this morning.
Is that like the place where King Kong lives?
That's the other thing I was thinking. You know, the center of the earth type shit. Because you got that big ass cave that's sort of in Asia or some shit.
The only issue I ever have with that is there's no sunlight inside the planet. You know what I mean? Like, you can't account for that.
But what if there's something there, a luminous, something?
I mean, okay.
We don't know because we haven't been there.
Well, sure, we're not there. You know, I can't.
Like, you know how they found that fucking ocean that's in the ocean, that joint that they hit, they can't bounce and penetrate through yet? That's like that shit that was in what was it? The Kaiju Pacific Rim. Yep. Yeah.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah.
I know you, Mike. I've been talking to you for a long time.
Now, what if they bust that shit open all of a sudden? Now we got some problems happening. Now we got these big ass Godzilla motherfuckers actually destroying some shit because we were stupid enough to fucking open it up.
I mean,
we don't know.
It could be.
But curiosity killed the cat.
You know what I want to see? That Oppenheimer movie, man. They say it's like a horror movie.
You know what?
It's full of dread.
I guarantee it is.
I swear to God, Christopher Nolan is so good at those kind of things.
And the actors that are in it,
amazing.
But I don't know if I would want to spend money at the movie theater to go see that one.
It's going to be an IMAX, my man. I'm going to go see it at the fucking...
Oh, you going to see it at IMAX?
I'm going to see the Air and Space Museum, man. Fuck the bullshit. That's the first place I thought of driving the new vet to. I was like, ooh, I'm going to drive the fucking Air and Space Museum and watch Oppenheimer.
Drive that motherfucker right into a garage, though.
I'm about to get to El Camino Run and put it in the garage, man. That's like high priority.
I'm saying putting that motherfucker when you go there to go see it. Don't park on that motherfucker on the street.
I mean, at the Air and Space Museum, you're in a big ass parking lot at the Air and Space Museum. Like, it's no big deal. It's gonna be a daily, man. I gotta get used to it.
Yep. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there.
It is what it is, dude. I'm gonna try to keep it clean. It's not gonna be some garage queen that just stays in the garage. It's just not the way it's gonna be.
Yo, did you see some shit about was it Elon Musk and fucking Mark Zuckerberg?
They say they're gonna fight
in some fucking cage match.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the most puss ass fucking goddamn fucking cage fight.
I don't know, man. I think
Elon gonna be too high. Zuckerberg gonna be too zooted. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Zuckerberg apparently does MMA and competes in competitions and wins. So
I think those are given wins. Then he ain't fucking really
flying it off.
I think they're like, yo, don't hurt him too bad. You know what I mean?
Could be. It could be.
I don't see that shit happening with him. Like,
he don't strike you as that kind of bad, man.
Fuck no, he looks like he's too soft, man. He really does. Look like his motherfucking hands are fucking just baby soft, man. Yeah, even if he might train him whatever. I don't see cauliflower ear. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not. That man ain't got no cauliflower ear.
Exactly. So you ain't training that hard.
Yeah, if you're the real deal, you got cauliflower ear.
Yeah, you ain't training hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't making no noise.
That's how you earn it. That's how you know. That's the real deal. Like, this guy might train, but that guy there got the cauliflower ear.
Like, if I see a motherfucker with cauliflower, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker been putting in work.
Right.
Because that shit hurts. It hurts.
Dude, yeah.
And I'm like, if you walking around with that motherfucker all day like that and ain't trained, oh, you can take some shit. I know you can take some shit.
Yeah, dude, I can't imagine.
And I respect you for that because I know if shit go down, I'm in this motherfucker and you in this motherfucker, you ready to handle some business too. Okay, got you. You good. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing first. Yeah.
Right. I'll clean up if I need to get in.
Yeah, if I gotta get in it, I'll get in it. But if you got it, yo, I got you from somebody getting on you. You know what I'm saying?
I'll watch your back.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Hey, cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
I got your back.
You've officially been trained. I just been thrown out here in the mix and had a good couple of fights over my lifetime. A nice number of fights that has my skills up to par still. You know what I mean? I haven't been trained professionally, but I got enough to help you the fuck out.
Right. I'll make sure nobody gets up from behind you.
Yeah.
I'll
You
keep
good,
them off
bro.
your back, dog. I got you. You mop the floor with them, I'll make sure none of them get back up and fuck with you.
All day long, brother. Come on, let's
You
go
be
ahead.
coming through, kicking heads and
Let's
shit.
part the seas, brother. Let's make sure they when they down, they gonna stay down. I got you. Oh man, like look, so while I was sick, man, I decided to watch Creed 3. Is it 3? It's the latest
The
Creed.
most recent Creed.
Yeah, right?
All right.
It went just like we all predicted, you know.
Garbage.
Yeah, for the most part, but the thing I did like about it was the actual fight scenes.
Oh, well, that's cool.
The cinematography with the fights and the choreography with the fights.
At this point, they gotta
Yeah.
make the fights good because you know nothing else is going to be worth a shit.
Yeah.
And you've got the technology these days to make those fights way better than they were doing in like Rocky 1 and 2.
The fight scenes were fucking. The cinematography for the fight scenes was gravy. Rocky was not mentioned in
but
it
but
at
the
all.
whole thing was just garbage otherwise.
But the rest of the shit is predictable. You know how it goes.
It's just another Rocky movie like the Juice said, it's Black
Yeah,
Rocky.
it's that's all it was Black Rocky. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker had been retired for.
Oh no, they're doing that storyline.
Yeah, because Michael B. Jordan
It's like
retires.
some young blood comes in and it's like, I'll whoop
It's
your
not
retired
even young
ass.
blood. It's not a young blood. This motherfucker is older than him. It was his buddy, like his best friend, that ended up going to jail when they were younger. But his friend was like the boxer. His friend was the star.
I see.
His friend gets locked up. Michael B ends up being the man then. You know what I mean? Ends up retiring. His homeboy gets out of jail.
But he was only the man because Rocky came along and told him he could do it.
Exactly,
Right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think I saw that first one, but
Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was like, yo, Rocky's gonna train you to be better than your daddy. You know, and then fucking old boy gets out of jail, goes to see him, hey man, you know, what's up? I'm just trying to get a shot. I want a title shot. And Michael B's like, bruh, you just got out of the beat. Like, I can't give you a title shot, bruh. I'm ruining this movie for you motherfucker. So if you want to go see it,
spoiler alert.
pause it now
Holla
and then
at your
come back
boy.
in a couple minutes. But I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it, so I'm going to give it to you right now. So,
Now that's a beautiful thing, man. My favorite thing is to watch spoiler reviews these days.
yeah.
Like I watched Indiana Jones from the Critical
They
Drinker.
said that's just
Awful.
garbage.
It's so discombobulated sounding.
And I guarantee it is. Fucking
Yeah.
Harrison Ford old as fuck, man. You know, you can only remake and redo and try to pass the torch so many fucking times.
You can only bastardize your classic products so many
you know
ways.
what I mean? Like the Creed shit, there shouldn't be no more. It should be done here, you know?
But they're gonna have to wrap it up somehow, Mike.
Well, they wrapped it up by letting Michael B. Jordan be the champ again. He comes out of retirement. In 16 months, this motherfucker gets himself back in shape to fight his homie that set himself up for the title shot because he had a dude that he was locked up with fuck up the champ already.
Oh, what, on the side?
Or
Like
the
not in
champ,
the
or
ring?
the champ's challenger.
Like
yeah,
not in the ring?
They were at a club, and this dude that he was locked up with comes in and goes to Dragoff and beats Dragoff's hand and crushes it. You know, so Dragoff is out of the championship match, and they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? The champ needs somebody to fight." Michael B's like, "Oh, I got a guy, you know, his sparring partner that he got beef with." They're like, "This motherfucker ain't never had a professional fight." Goes in there and beats the dog shit out of the champ. I mean, beats this motherfucker down, yo. Like, blows his head off the water. You know, dude gets a championship belt.
Completely ridiculous. Completely
Couple
ridiculous.
months later, this motherfucker got the penthouse fucking house, the model chick as his girl, on the beach partying. Michael B sees that he was set up, gets hit in the mouth, and then fucking, gotta try to redeem himself because he's like, oh, he got locked up because of me type shit, and fucking calls him out on live TV, oh, we gonna do this. And then they cool at the end of it.
Oh my god, it sounds
They fight.
awful.
They cool. Hey man, if you ever need anything, just holler at me. I got you.
So like, I'll spoil the Indiana Jones too.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Basically, there's
because I'm not gonna watch that motherfucker.
basically,
I know not.
like, yeah, I mean,
and a lot of y'all probably ain't either.
I'm literally spoiling this off of a spoiler review, so I don't know, but this is what I heard. Essentially, like, it was rewritten and reshot a whole lot because it was real garbage. And there's like this girl that comes in.
Yeah,
and
I've seen her.
She convinces Indiana to go back for this thing that he found at the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah.
And then she splits on him and like takes it to go sell it somewhere. And Sala, knows about this, so
Yeah.
he like calls Indy and tells him, and then he goes to the place where she's trying to sell it and like tries to get it back, and then they end up teaming up for a while and like going after a bunch of shit, and she keeps saving the day. And he's like an old fucking rundown depressed
he old as
douchebag,
fuck.
and he's like doing his thing, not really. And I don't know, man, like they go back bouncing through time with this thing. They end up going way back in time to the time of like the person that made this time dial. It was
Yeah.
like an ancient Egyptian type thing, and then they go back way back in time and crash this plane, and then they're stuck back in the day, but then they dial somehow forward. I don't know, but they end up like the wife like comes back after being away, and he's like, there's no reason for this. Like all of the things that happen just sort of happen so that the movie can happen. There's no developed characters or plot lines that make any sense. It's all just disrespectful of the originating
shit,
content. Yeah.
And see, here's the thing with that. They were talking about how Harrison Ford was like, the CGI in this is just amazing. No shit, motherfucker. Compared to what you were used to in cinema, to now, it's amazing to you. But the motherfuckers that actually watch these motherfuckers and seen how CGI has been good, to where it's been sucky to good,
Yeah. There's been a lot of
you
variety
can't
in
say,
CGI.
I can't take an actor saying, oh man, the CGI is great on this. No. You old motherfucker, yeah, it looks great to you. Like fucking 4K TV looks fucking fantastic to us.
Yeah.
But to our kids, or my kids, it could look shitty. I don't know, because they don't know nothing but this shit.
Right.
We got to see black and white. We got to see the fuzzy goddamn color TVs.
We got to go through the whole fucking spawning of this madness, and like that's why we're able to do what we can do right now. We couldn't have done this when we were in high school.
No, not at all.
We would have if we could have. You know what I mean? But we couldn't. This was not an option.
Nope, sure the fuck wasn't. It really wasn't.
And it's only been an option for about 10 years.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Viably.
When you think about it, yeah.
And we've been in it like 6 or 7.
Yep.
So about 6 at this point. About 6 years.
We kind of got into the podcasting shit right when people were like not even noticing what podcasting was. Now everybody got a goddamn podcast, and them shits is trash. I'm not saying we are absolutely
perfect. I mean, I'm sure people think this show sucks too.
I'm quite sure, but I mean, just some of these motherfuckers, I'm like, I feel you on some things, other things I don't. I'm like, okay, but I ain't knocking nobody's shit though. Go out there, do your thing, keep on getting it.
Well, there's so much of it that I wouldn't do the way people are doing what they're doing.
It's just a flood of just shit out there, And hey, look, everybody got their own hustle. I'm not knocking it. Just I don't know. It's not entertaining me. Like I've tried to watch other people's shit.
Yeah,
I really do. I try to support and watch because I believe in underground shit. But some of it is like, I don't know. It just ain't clicking with me.
I mean, there's a lot of it that I enjoy, but not much of it is on the same like spectrum that we are. Like there's like as far as like the way the shows are done, and the way that they seem to like, everybody seems to market themselves, and they're all like, they're making a big deal out of their first episode. I'm like, it took us hundreds of episodes before we even started marketing this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get
and actually getting some traction under our feet with shit too.
There's that, but I mean, there's only but so much. Like this isn't something that I feel like we can sell ads on right now. I mean, we don't have the level of following that would dictate our ability to like get 3 $400 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let alone the thousands that we would want to make a month in advertising to be a viable business.
We do this because we enjoy this shit, though.
Right.
Other people are doing this and trying to get that money, and it's not happening.
Right.
And that's the thing that's throwing me off, because I'm like, if you enjoy this shit, do it because you enjoy it.
Right.
Not because you want to try to make some quick money out of it.
You got to do it for the love of the game, man.
Yeah, this shit's fucking fun. Like, I think that's why a lot of people can resonate with us, because we have fun with this shit.
Our show is pure.
Yeah.
I don't know if every other show is pure. It's like people will come up with these concepts because they're viral, or they're going for stuff that's like,
or they want to go viral with this dumbass shit.
Right. And I just don't really give a fuck.
Nah,
Like, it's cool if somebody wants to blow us up. If we blow up, that's great. Like, I'm all for it. But like,
absolutely.
I'm gonna just keep doing me.
Absolutely. So, my dumb ass, last week, I know Trey has seen this shit. I know he has, because Trey dives into this shit. And for years as a youngin', you know, about 20 years ago, I used to be all about the BET Awards. I wanted to see the shows, and I wanted to see the award shows, you know, the Hip Hop Awards. I like the Hip Hop Awards because of the ciphers. The ciphers suck to me now, because they got these youngins that it's just not.
You don't like the way they rap.
It's that, but it really is that. I don't like the way they rap.
It's that humma.
It's not even that.
Like when Snoop was making fun of him.
You knew when fucking. If you had Busta Rhymes, Snoop, Jadakiss, and Method Man in a cipher, oh, you know that shit. You're gonna watch that. That's 4 unique styles. These cats now all sound the same, just like Snoop was saying, but I can't get it. So the BET Awards, when the original owner of BET sold the shit to Donna, whoever, I think she's still running the place. The sound quality has always sucked come to live shows. Something always happens on these live shows. The sound is always fucking horrible. Which makes me think, you know, at the time I'm like, you know, maybe it's just a new sound guy. Maybe it's just a new crew, right?
That's some bullshit.
Hadn't watched this shit in years. So last week I had a early day. Knew I was gonna have an early day the next day. And I'm getting ready to go to bed, and the show comes on. I'm like, you know what? Let me just catch the first act, see how they do. You know, I ain't seen this shit in a while. Some shorty up there doing her thing. When it looked like her homeboys and homegirls from her whole squad, and these motherfuckers almost drop her. Like, they go to pick her up, 2 dudes go to pick her up, and the motherfucker on the left, he buckles a little bit. I'm like, oh shit. Like, if you're trying to do some sexy shit, you need the Magic Mike motherfuckers out here. You need some motherfuckers like
some big ass
cut
dudes.
up sons of bitches that's supposed to be out here dancing.
Pick you up
because that's what they would have done back in the day. Janet Jackson would have had banging ass dancers, male and female,
and she'd have had a big giant dude come out and hold her on,
her the fuck up with no problem. This bitch had her homies, and I'm like, this is where y'all going with it now? Okay, cool, whatever. So then they go to the.
So this was a female MC. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, she was a singer, MC, one of them two. Like
she was ciphering. This was
no. She was the opening act.
Okay.
So then they pan off to, like, I guess it was going to be a shout out to the South because it was 50 years of hip hop. And you got people sitting on the couch like in silhouette, like they at the club getting ready to make it rain. Dead silent. Nothing's happening. Kid Capri comes out late on the stage. You know what I mean? And he's not even set up. He puts his headphones on. He's doing shit to his computer.
I'll be right with you. I'll be with you in a moment. Silent,
bruh.
That's so whack.
The camera's on him and there's no sound.
Wow.
None.
Wow.
It's just, you hear the audience just, you know how the audience be talking. You can hear, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with the sound? I said, what kind of shit is this, right? So Kid Capri gets it going. Hey, you know, 25 years ago, Andre 3000 came on the stage and said, the South got something to say, right? Starts playing one of the little guys that died, I guess, some dude that died.
Oh, a Lil?
Yeah, one of the littles that died, you know what I mean?
Dead Lil. Dead.
They played Lil Dead. Yeah, and everybody's fucking, you know, making
That's
it fake. Lil Dead. Yeah, making it fucking fake rain.
Who are you? I'm Lil Dead.
So they're playing, I guess, his song, and then they bring out, who they bring out first? They brought out Jeezy. Okay. Jeezy comes out, does his fucking hit, T.I. comes out, does his joint. Then they bring Master P out. You know what I mean?
Did he make him say,
Yeah, he made
him say,
Master P, my dude. No Limit. I love No Limit back in the day, man. No Limit was my shit. So they do the part, and I'm like, how the fuck you fuck up the first fucking act with the sound? That shit irritates me, bro.
It's like the time we saw Wu-Tang.
Yeah, and their mics didn't work.
Were fucked up. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm so mad.
How the fuck do you do that?
Speaking of which, let me try something here.
Go ahead. I can keep on talking. So, the fucking thing that got me, man, was I was like, all right, maybe that was just a fucking hiccup, right? Nah, bruh. That was not the hiccup. They go to the presentation now. They got the host. Check. They got the host out, right?
Yeah.
They come to the stage. Their motherfucking microphone ain't working. And I'm like, at this point now, I'm thinking,
it's like it's on purpose. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking at this point, the motherfucker that's in charge of the sound is like a cousin. You know what I mean? We can't fire him.
So let me tell you what. Hey, are you telling me that you feel like BET's production crew is amateur?
Yes. Every time they do a live show, the same shit happens.
I'm so glad I changed mics.
Look, I haven't seen a fucking BET live award show in years. I want to say at least 13 years.
I remember watching movies. There on the late night, and they always were horrible sound. It's like, I can't hear this.
I don't understand.
Friday's on, and it sounds like I sounded on that other mic, only way worse. It sounded way worse.
I don't get it. I don't understand how the fuck. So now Tyler Perry now is the owner, like, or 51% owner of BET now. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a fan of Tyler Perry when it comes to business, but I am not a fan of Tyler Perry acting. I can't stand fucking Madea. I hate every last bit of the Madea shits, the whole Madea franchise. Granted, I know that's his bread and butter, but I don't like it.
Oh, dude, that Madea shit is mad obnoxious.
Bruh, I can't stand it. My mother and my aunts and all of them, right? They used to fucking watch this shit at every fucking, like, cookout and family gathering, but they were watching the plays, not even the fucking movies yet, because he hadn't made movies yet. He was just making fucking plays, and they had the DVDs of the plays, and they were playing them, and I couldn't stand that shit. Like, I hated watching the shit, you know what I mean? And then when he came out with the movies, and the movies are the exact same replica of the fucking play, I'm like, what in the fuck? No. Can't stand that shit, man.
That sounds awful, dude.
Bruh, Tyler Perry, and then I seen him acting as Alex Cross.
Oh, okay.
I'm a fan of Alex Cross. I am a fan of James Patterson's Alex Cross character. I love those fucking books. I've read damn near every last one. I haven't read the newer ones.
You're so literate, Mike.
But I've read every last one of them motherfuckers. That's what really got me back into reading again, was I found the Alex Cross book sitting at the post office one day when I was delivering mail. And fucking, it sat there for like 2-3 weeks. And I'm like, yo, ain't nobody come get this? They're like, nah. I was like, well, let me cop this joint. I ain't got shit to do. I'm just sitting here. Let me read this motherfucker. This back with the flip phone type shit, you know what I mean?
That's way back.
So you ain't have shit to do. And so I'm reading the book and I'm like, yo, I like this character. And in the back of the book, it had like the list of all the fucking books. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna get every one of these motherfuckers and read them in order and just go down the list and knock this shit out. So at the time, I had read every last one of them till I think it was the Trial of Alex Cross. That was the last one that was printed when I stopped reading them, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I like the character. So when the movie came out with Tyler Perry, I'm like, oh, this might be good, because Samuel Jackson.
Was it?
Fuck no. Fuck no. It pissed me the fuck off, because I'm like, yo,
like, they fucked up your character.
How do you change?
They fucked your guy up that you like.
The adaptation in the book to this bullshit, because even when they did with when Samuel Jackson played the character, right? Was it Samuel? Yeah, I think it was Samuel Jackson that played fucking Alex Cross in the movies. You know what I mean? Kiss the Girls and Long Kiss Goodnight.
Okay, yeah.
The first
Long
two books.
Kiss Goodnight. That's the movie with Gina Davis.
Yes.
Samuel L. is absolutely in that movie.
Yes. Those are the first two. And those first two adaptations of the book, they pretty much follow the book for the most part. There's some shit they leave out, but if you read the books and then watch the movie, it follows it pretty good.
So they were faithful. That first couple with Samuel L. playing the character.
But this motherfucker
But that
with
movie,
Tyler Perry.
that movie with Gina Davis, she's the main character. He's just sort of there.
Well,
he comes in.
That's the thing.
And
See,
out.
Alex Cross is James Patterson's main character, but the people that are in it, you know, that he has to go save, they are like. They are the main, but not really. You know what I mean?
What happened? Because she went all like commando badass in that movie, man.
Because
she was a bad bitch, dude.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnights, where Gina Davis dyes her hair blonde, and she's just sexy as fuck, and she's kicking ass and shit and taking names, dude.
Yeah, because he has a partner
that's a badass
like that.
Lady character, y'all. Ladies out there that like badass lady characters.
And like I said, the movie follows the book pretty good. You know, I did enjoy that shit. Remember when I told you about fucking how they were stretching booty holes in India with a snake and put milk in your butthole and they put the snake through your asshole and stretch out your booty hole? That was in that book. So I was like, this is fake shit. But then I looked it up and that was a real thing. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker did his work. But how does James Patterson know about booty hole stretching in India? Think about this.
How do you even know?
Because I read it in the book.
Patterson.
I read it in the book, but as James Patterson, as the author.
Well, but you would be researching weird shit if you were looking for something weird. If you were like, what's like the last weird, strange thing I would want to have done to me? Let me look it up.
So wait.
That's what he did.
That's how you think he did.
That's how he did it.
If I needed my booty hole stretch, how do I stretch my booty hole?
No. He was like, how can I make something really horrendous that nobody's ever heard before for like booty holes, like, or whatever. He's probably like really. He's like, how do I do genitalia mutilation as a torture in a scene in a way that nobody's ever heard before?
Yeah, because it threw me off. That was the first time I ever heard that shit.
Right.
I'm reading this shit. And they're explaining why there's this dude is fucking doing a fucking like a douchebag into this bitch's anal. You know what I mean? Of milk. And then
that's so fucking weird. It's milk in a douchebag in the booty hole, and then what? Does she shit it out and then they shove
it's not even shit it out. It's just they're shooting the fucking milk into the asshole, and they let the snake come in, and they just basically feed the snake down into her asshole because the snake can only go forward. So then they end up pulling the snake out, which is it's almost like anal beating, but you got a fucking snake. You know what I mean?
That's horrific, dude. That's so terrible. That just sounds awful.
That's what was in the book. You know what I mean? But when they play it, when they go to the movie, right? They have
nothing like that in the movie.
They mention they do like a mentioning. I believe it's like a bowl of milk and a snake. And like you see it for a second and then it's gone. But if you didn't read the book, you wouldn't understand that scene in the movie.
Right, but
when I went back and watched the movie, I'm like, son of a bitch. I know what the motherfucker was gonna do with that fucking snake and milk. He was gonna stretch that bitch's booty hole. You know what I mean?
That's so fucking gross. Is that what they called it? Anal stretching or something like that?
Yeah, that's what it was. Ancient anal stretching, like Indian anal stretching. That's
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mike, where you get your shit from, I swear to God. I've read some books, but I don't recall anything that fucking wacky.
The shit that hits me that I can retain is that crazy shit like that, man, because it just sticks. It's like, where the fuck does this come from? Like, then I gotta think in the mindset of that person, like, where the fuck did you even come up with that to throw that in there? Because my dumbass now decided to research the shit because I'm curious if this shit is real or if it's just some shit he made up. And if you made it up, that means you might have done this once. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you think about some shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, man, I be in the truck, man, thinking of dumb shit all fucking day, man. Like, in my head, I don't think Jeff Epstein is dead. I really don't.
Oh, wow. You think, like, they'd let him loose on an island with more teenage girls?
Yeah, I guarantee. In my head, I think that because...
I mean, you know, like, nobody can prove you wrong. And then
on top of that, you still don't hear nothing about Gazelle's bitch ass or
Ghislaine,
whatever the fuck, sploosh bitch. Goddamn.
Sploosh bitch. Nah, she was like the accomplice.
That's what I'm saying.
She was like hooking it up, man. She was like the madam. She was like, oh, look at you. You're a nice looking lacrosse player. How old are you? 15? Okay, cool. Like, hey, you want to come to the islands?
You want to come to the islands? Like, how the fuck? God damn, where the fuck that bitch at? You don't hear nothing about that hoe.
Oh, that's because she's in minimum security, high-end prison.
That bitch is on the island with that motherfucker right now. Nobody say shit about this hoe. Like, come on, man. Well, fuck that trifling hoe.
I heard there was something something about they were going to put out her like list. There was like some sort of list that came out recently, but
yeah, J.P. Morgan settled their shit. Didn't say a word. They just settled outside of court. Like J.P. Morgan settled their part of the
so
case.
much wacky shit's going on. Oh my god, so much wacky shit is going on.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro. The world's coming to an end, and we're just like, hey, look.
Yeah, everybody's like, no big deal, chill out.
Yeah, we got Biden and Agent Orange, Sleepy Joe and Agent Orange getting ready to run again.
Jesus Christ,
like,
please give us RFKJ, please God.
Bro, yo, I ran into a dude the other day, and he was like, hey, have you read the book? Because we always talk all the fucking time. Every time I go to this stop, me and this guy, we really get into conversations. He goes, did you read the book? The real Dr. Anthony Fauci? I said, no, but it's in my queue on order. He goes,
I got mine the other day. I haven't gotten into it too much, but I grazed the first page or two.
Yeah, because he was like, you need to read that. I said, it's in my queue, it's coming. He goes, read that shit, man. He goes, I love that motherfucker. I was like, bruh.
Well, like, did you see that he said, like, they were like, Trump likes you. What do you think? And he was like, I like that he likes me. I want people to like me. I want to, like, bridge the gap.
Yeah.
I want to, like, get along with people. And everybody's like, oh my God. That's just not acceptable.
And I'm like, that's what you have to do to make the world a better place. You have to work together to make it happen.
You gotta be able to talk to people about things you disagree with them about.
It's just fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
To make shit work, like, you know, what is that love thy neighbor shit? Like, when I moved to Culpeper back in the day, I moved into this neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood knew each other, but me and my neighbor that moved in a couple months after me, we were the first guys in this neighborhood since the bubble burst. So we were buying these homes.
Oh, on the bottom.
And people were mad at us in the neighborhood because when they bought their houses,
hey, man, haters gonna hate.
They bought them at 300 some odd thousand. We buying our shit at 170, at 140. You know what I'm saying? And they were pissed about it. So we had this big snow the first year it was out there. Big snow hits.
I mean, that's luck of the draw.
All these motherfuckers. There was a guy across the street, snow plowed everybody's driveway.
Except for yours?
Except for mine and my neighbors. So I'm like, you know, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like, I go out there. I gotta take care of my family. Shovel my driveway. When my neighbor comes out, he's shoveling his shit. I said, yo, man, how about, you know, I come over help you out. You know, you help me out. He's like, all right, cool. So we're doing that, right? We shovel each other's shit out. That's how we met each other. He leaves to go to New York, right? It snows, whatever, real bad. He comes back. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I hear I go to the window. I look. I'm like, oh, shit. My man's out here shoveling his fucking driveway. He got his wife, and he got a baby in the car. My woman that I was with at the time was like, what are you going to do?
That's just your ex?
Yeah.
Your baby mama?
I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to go out here and help him real quick.
Did she like that or did she not like that?
What, that I went out there and helped him?
Yeah.
Oh, she slept her ass in the fucking bed.
So she didn't have a care one way or the other.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to go out and help this man because he got a baby.
So she wasn't like, that was kind of you, baby.
No. So I'm like, you know, this man got a baby. I got a baby in the house. Like, I know what he's going through. He can't even get into his driveway and get his kid in the bed right now. I got dressed, went outside, hit shoveling. You know, ain't say a word to him. We just shovel. You know, I'm gonna get you in your house. After that, we was cool with each other, man, and found out that we had a lot in common. Our kids were the same age. Our kids played. You know, when shit happened at his house, hey man, I need you to go next door, check on something. I think I left something on at the house. This is how you get in my house. Can you check it for me? Yeah, I got you, bro. No problem. You want me to lock things up? Yeah, can you lock it up? Same thing. Hey man, I need you to check something at the crib. Can you do this for me? You know what I mean? And we looked out for each other, right?
Right.
The people that used to live there, they ended up leaving. And new people moved in. As these new people moved in, we worked with these people. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we all worked together in that neighborhood. Like when it snowed the next time, we're all out there helping each other out.
Right on.
And I'm like, yo, look at this shit.
That's community shit.
Even though we got different opinions about everything, we still here helping each other out because we know what each other's going through right now. And if we could do that as a whole united world, man, this should be a whole lot motherfucking better place. But we can't do that because everybody will be pissed off at each other.
Well, I think we could, but
I believe we could.
Policy is so horrendous that, you know, we need to do things that we are not doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And like, I mean, there's not really any other way to cut it. I don't know how else to say it. Like, we need to do more.
Absolutely.
Like, as far as like not causing war and investing in war and acting like that's
all
the
the
way to
motherfucker
do.
really need to do, I'm telling you, and I've said it before, everybody just needs to roll something up.
Well,
Take the day off of work, everybody. Here's weed.
I mean, that would do a good thing, but to not,
roll it up and talk to your
not
neighbor.
acknowledge this industrial military complex that's fucking up the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's bad,
that's
bro.
what
That is terrible.
That's where all of our tax dollars are going. They're feeding into the
Which
military
is
industrial
fucking
complex
ridiculous, man.
to send weapons and shit like that to Ukraine.
Like they was talking about, like there was a derailment in Utah a few weeks ago. Another derailment in another major waterway of some chemicals, right? I'm like, okay, you keep on talking about how they don't understand how the infrastructure is failing, but you're not updating it, you're not maintaining it, but you're forking all this money over to all these other places for other shit.
Well, and that's what RFKJ is saying. Like, we should be spending money here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be spending money there.
And that's the other thing.
I sympathize with the Ukraine. I'm not a big fan of Russia, but if we were not funding this war, it would not be happening.
Exactly.
It would have been over.
Because who else is funding it besides us? You don't hear nobody else forking over the bread like we forking over.
I think some are, but it's nothing like what we're forking over.
It's nothing like what we're forking over.
Right.
Exactly.
Especially with the kind of money that we could be spending here to give people drinking water in all kind of places where there is no drinking water.
Because when spills happen,
like, I'm tired. Like, we can't be just filling out electrical charge stations and not giving people drinking water. Like, we need to prioritize.
Yes, exactly.
Like, we got an infrastructure that works with gasoline and gasoline powered cars, and you want to force us into electricity while we don't have drinking water.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, but your priorities are fucked up, Mr. Biden. You're a fucking idiot.
Yo, did you hear
and that's
about
all there
this
is
shit?
to it.
Did you hear about this shit? They gonna say that the Anacostia River
is
is fucking safe to swim. No, to swim in. They're having a fucking like a special
swim
day
off. Who's gonna go down there and swim?
Who the fuck is gonna get in that goddamn dirty ass
not
motherfucking
my
sewage ass fucking water that they're gonna say is clean enough to swim in? But yet the Potomac, they said that's got a grade C. Oh, it's passing. And you ain't gonna swim in that nasty motherfucker either.
I would not go anywhere near any of these rivers.
Bruh, I was out there by Anacostia fucking Tuesday, the day they said it on the fucking news that you could go swim in this motherfucker. And I'm out this bitch and I'm like, all I smell is straight shit. You want motherfuckers to swim in shit? They walked around asking motherfuckers, would you swim in it? Motherfuckers like, you lost your goddamn mind.
Yeah,
it's the Anna-fucking-Costia River.
Where are you finding these people that are actually gonna go swim in this shit?
Well, the mayor, will she bring her stupid ass down that motherfucker and jump in the goddamn river? I guarantee you she won't.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
God damn it, man. Fuck what the hell's going on with y'all?
Amen to that. We're gonna have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close.
Yeah, don't jump in that nasty ass fucking water.
Stay clean, man. Try to wash yourself. Wash your ass.
You're gonna get all kinds of shit in your
face.
holes.
Yeah, that's right. Keep your holes out of the Anacostia.
Yeah, please.
No matter what kind of holes you got, keep them out of the Anacostia. Keep your toes and your holes out of the Anacostia.
Yeah, you don't even want your toes going in that shit. It might come out
get
like
some
Dion.
kind of worm up in there, coming out like Dion. Once you put your toes in the
Dion's
Anacostia.
toes before they were cut off.
Yeah, I don't know how he was so fast with toes like that, but that's for another day. That's for another day. It might have been the strange thing.
Extra grip.
He has some like
that push off with that big one.
He has some fucked up shit. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the shit that you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done.
We believe in you.
That's right. Don't forget just how much we love you.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go!